My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the All Elite Wrestling Unrivaled, a little bit of the bubbly, Chris Jericho. And so here we have the Ringside collectibles, a little bit of the bubbly Chris Jericho posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what he comes with, because he does come with quite a few accessories. For starters, he does come with his a little bit of the bubbly shirt, which looks really nice. I do like it. It's made of a really nice material, so it is a really good accessory. He also does come with two champagne bottles of a little bit of the bubbly. We do get one that's already opened, and then we do get one that is sealed. We also get the ice bucket that you can house the bubbly in, which is a really nice little accessory. We get two little Dixie cups that he can hold, which looks really nice. I do like those. We do get a platter of cheese, crackers, meat, and olives, which that's a nice little accessory. We get an AEW microphone, which does fit in either of his hands. We do get a breakaway table, which does look nice. It doesn't have too much detailing on it, but it does break really nicely. And then finally, we do have the AEW World Heavyweight title, which does go around his waist really good. And I love Big Platinum. It's one of my favorite world titles. Other than that, Chris Jericho doesn't come with anything else. I think alternate hands would have been nice, but what he comes with quite a bit. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at the Ringside Collectibles Chris Jericho. And so here we have a closer look at Chris Jericho. And again, I think that Jazzware has done a really good job with this figure. I think this is part of an in-between run between the first wave and second wave of AEW figures, because the skin tone on this figure is a little bit better than the previous Jericho that we got, which, if you recall my reviews from Series 1, one complaint I had is that the skin tones were very, very bright. Now, this Jericho still has a bright skin tone, but it does have some more flesh tones in it, so I'm guessing that he's an in-between run. If not an in-between run, he is a second run Jericho. His skin is still a little bit pale, but that might just be how they're making Jericho figures. We'll see as the line moves forward. So anyway, as far as this head sculpt goes, it's one of my favorite ones. It does look like a Chris Jericho who's having a really good time, and I think this looks better than the scowling Chris Jericho. I really do like the subtle forehead wrinkles that he has. I like that his hair is slicked back and looks really good. I kind of wish that they also included his balding hair, but that's something that I don't think anybody would want to have on a figure. Maybe Batista, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, really like the face printing on this Jericho, and like I said, it does look a little bit more like Chris Jericho than the scowling face, so I think this is my favorite AEW Chris Jericho to date. Now, having a look at his torso, he is 95% reuse of the AEW Unrivaled Series 1 Chris Jericho, where the only difference is the head. So, underneath his t-shirt here is that same out of shape, well, not really out of shape, but bigger Chris Jericho body, which I don't have a problem with. I think it is really good for Chris Jericho. But yeah, I think he could use a little more of a gut, which if you keep the shirt on, you can probably pad it under with like some tissue paper or something. But really, really loving the fabric that they use with this shirt. It's a really, really nice fabric. It's better than the Mattel shirts. I'll straight up say that Jazzwares did an amazing job with the soft goods shirt. It's much better than anything Mattel has made to this day. And the printing on it is almost like an actual shirt, so I really got to give Jazzwares credit on that they did a really fantastic job with this shirt. Now, again, everything on this figure we have seen before, from the arms, the tattoos, which they did a remarkable job on. It looks so good. Ooh, really, really loving Chris Jericho's sleeve right there, and then we do have the arrow tattoos there. We have the Fonzie tattoo, which, did I say Fonzie? I meant Fozzie, which I think should be a little closer to his thumb, but it's nothing that I'm going to be upset about. So, again, we do have that same torso where he has the belt sculpted on, but not the lacing right here on his tights, which is a little bit unfortunate. And I do understand why they didn't do the sculpt work all throughout the costume because they want to reuse this for other figures down the line. I would have liked to see the exclusive Chris Jericho with unique sculpting throughout, but again, I see the purpose in it. They want to use this for other figures, and just sculpting it for Jericho means it's only for Jericho, and I'm pretty sure that's not what they want to do. He does have soft rubbery knee pads, which do look nice, and they do shift around as you need them to. Really love his boots. I don't know what it is about his AEW boots that I like. Almost lost the figure. I don't know what it is about his boots that I like so much, but I really do like the way his boots look. So yeah, they did a really good job with his boots, and you can see they're only laced up to about up here, and then they're open at the top. Black soles, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So yeah, nothing we haven't seen before, but again, I think the shirt more than makes up for this figure, and it's a good enough look that you can say, hey, that's a really nice Chris Jericho figure. He doesn't look at all out of shape because he's wearing a shirt. But anyway, that's the Ringside collectible exclusive Chris Jericho for you. So what we're going to do now is get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Chris Jericho posed next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And finally, here we do have the Ringside collectible Chris Jericho posed next to the Series 1 Chris Jericho and the Series 1 Cody Rhodes. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually take a closer look at Chris Jericho's articulation. Le Champion does come with the standard AEW articulation, which if you don't know what that is, it is a ball hinge here at the head, which you can look up and down pretty good. The hinge doesn't really work too well going down, and unfortunately because he does have long hair, that hinge doesn't go too far back, so he's mainly going to be relegated to slight up and down poses. Very, very minuscule head tilt, if any, but his head does turn left and right, no problem. So I do enjoy that. Arms are on ball joints that do go all the way out like that, better than horizontal. They go all the way around, so that works too. We do have a bicep swivel, which works really good. Double joint at the elbow. We have a swivel and stiff hinge here at the wrist, and that does work pretty nicely. We do have a ball joint here at the torso, which you can see that does go back and forth pretty good. We do have side-to-side pivot as well as rotation. Then we do have a second ball joint here at the waist, and he does lean back about that far. He does lean about that far forward, does tilt a little bit more, and that does rotate, although because of the way the waist is designed, it's not a circle, so you really only get some slight tilt or turn. You're going to have to use both joints to actually get them to rotate, so that is a little bit unfortunate. I do have a problem with the hips on the AEW figures. Hopefully Series 2 is a little bit better. Going out, I don't have any issues. That's a perfect, more than respectable range going out to the side. Going to the back, you can see we don't get much. Going forward, okay, so going forward, that's all you get normally. Now you can rotate that joint out just a little bit, and it does go all the way out, but again, you are rotating it out to the side, and you do have to adjust it with the swivel. And it does look a little bit strange trying to get him to sit down, because you can see his leg is already jutting out to the side. So do be aware of that. We do have rotation here at the thigh, as well as some slight rotation at that ball joint, so we have a little bit of range right here, and then we do have a traditional thigh swivel. We also do get double bend at the knee, which does go up respectable amount, and that knee pad, excuse me, I can't English today, does get out of the way. He does, of course, have boot rotation, hinge in the ankle going back and forward, and then we do have forward facing pin for rocker angle. However, just like on my Unrivaled Series 1 Chris Jericho, the left foot seems to be really loose. You can see it doesn't take much to move it. The right foot, pretty good, doesn't move around. Left foot moves around really easy, so standing him up can be a pain. But other than that, I still think this is a really nice figure, and you can see he stands perfectly fine, so it's not that big a deal. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a look at the final thoughts of Le Champion Chris Jericho. And so here we have the Ringside collectibles, a little bit of the Bubbly Le Champion Chris Jericho posed for my final thoughts. And overall, I think Jazzware has done an amazing job with this figure. Now, I really did enjoy the Series 1 Unrivaled Chris Jericho, and of course I knew I was going to like this figure a little bit more. Now, this figure does come with the one accessory I feel like Series 1 Jericho really needed, and that was the AEW World Heavyweight title. I think that brings this figure out so much. And being the first AEW World Heavyweight Champion, I think Jericho should have come with it in Series 1, because the Chase variant Jericho is kind of hard to come by, and the Ringside collectible Jericho is also kind of hard to come by. He's already on his, fourth run on Ringside Collectibles, so if you've missed out on him, he is having a fourth run. I honestly don't know how many runs this Jericho figure is going to get, so if you haven't already picked up this Jericho, you probably want to think about it, because the next one could be the last one. And if you don't have the AEW title, this is a really quick and easy way to get it. I know Jon Moxley does come with the title, but Series 2 has been kind of hard to come by and really hasn't been seen all too much, so Ringside Collectibles has the fastest route to get your AEW title with Le Champion and just a little bit of the Bubbly. If you're a mint on card collector, this figure looks really nice in the box. I think the packaging on this figure is one of the best we've seen out of any wrestling figures for a really long time, and I do appreciate the detail that went into it. If you're on the fence about getting this figure, he is exclusive to Ringside Collectibles and will run you about $35. And unfortunately, he doesn't qualify for the free shipping. But if you do add other figures to your purchase, you can get him for free shipping. Ringside Collectibles has a lot of sales throughout the year, so if you can get him on a time where they have a sale, I really recommend you do, because this is a really nice figure to own, and you need a little bit of the Bubbly in your collection. So with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other AEW Unrivaled figure reviews. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.